The text came in at 11:47 p.m. Short, cold, and timed too perfectly to be innocent. "I'll explain everything on Monday." My eyes froze on the screen, my thumb hovering above the message like it could erase what I already knew in my gut. The glow of my phone painted the room in ghostly blue, and in that moment everything around me, the hum of the ceiling fan, the faint tick of the clock, the half-empty glass of wine on her side of the bed, felt wrong. Too still. Too empty. Monday. That was 3 days away. 3 days of pretending I didn't know she was lying. Her name was Emma. My girlfriend of 4 years. The one who promised me there were no secrets left between us after last year's near breakup. But promises, I was learning, are just words until tested. And tonight I was the test. It started earlier that evening. She said she was staying late at work, quarter-end reports. The same excuse she'd used twice this month. Normally I wouldn't question it. She worked in marketing and late nights came with the territory. But tonight, her friend Lily accidentally texted me instead of her. "He's there already. You look amazing. Just breathe, Em." When I called Lily, she didn't pick up. When I called Emma, she let it ring out. And that's when my heart began to beat in a rhythm I didn't recognize. Uneven, sharp, almost painful. Now, sitting in our shared apartment, I scrolled through our old messages. Stupid little hearts, memes, plans for a future that suddenly felt counterfeit. My stomach twisted as I realized how easily we can mistake routine for love. Maybe I had stopped noticing her pulling away. Or maybe I had noticed and chosen not to see. The sound of a key in the door startled me. Emma walked in, hair slightly tousled, coat half-zipped. Her lipstick was faded but not gone, the kind of smudge that comes from talking too closely, not working late. "Hey," she said, her tone forced casual. "You're still up?" I smiled, or at least tried to. "Yeah. Waiting for you." She froze for a half-second, eyes flicking to my phone on the nightstand. "Oh, sorry, I didn't realize it was so late." The meeting ran long. "Did it?" I asked quietly. "Was Lily there too?" Her expression faltered. "Lily," she repeated too quickly. "No, why would? You should check your texts before lying next time," I cut in. My voice surprised even me. Calm, steady, surgical. "She sent me something meant for you." Emma's lips parted, but no words came out. For a moment, she looked like she might confess. Instead, she said softly, "I'll explain everything on Monday." That was it. She grabbed a change of clothes and left for her sister's place, leaving me alone with that single sentence echoing like a threat. I didn't sleep that night. Barely moved. My mind replayed every memory, every subtle change. Her longer showers, the sudden interest in perfume, her phone always face down. I told myself I'd wait. That maybe it wasn't what I thought. That explanations sometimes arrive dressed in confusion, not betrayal. But denial only lasts until curiosity learns how to use a password. Saturday morning, I broke the promise I'd made to myself. I opened her laptop. She'd forgotten to log out of her messages. There they were, threads of a life I didn't know she was living. Ryan. That name kept showing up. Colleague apparently. Their chat was filled with playful banter, late-night confessions, emojis that once belonged to us. But what shattered me wasn't the flirtation, it was the intimacy. The way she talked to him like he was her real home. And then, buried between jokes and plans, I saw it. "Don't worry. I'll tell him Monday. He deserves the truth." I stared at that line until my vision blurred. My hands shook so badly the mouse clattered against the desk. Monday wasn't about explaining to me. Monday was about leaving me. And something inside me, that tender, naive part that still believed in her, broke so quietly I almost didn't notice. I typed my response before I could think twice. "No need to explain anything on Monday, Emma. I already understand." Within seconds, 3 dots appeared. Then disappeared. Then appeared again. "What did you see?" Another pause. Then, "Please don't do anything rash. We can talk." I didn't reply. Instead, I sent her one final message. "You already did enough talking. Now it's time for silence. Sunday passed like fog, soundless and unreal. My apartment looked untouched, but I felt like a stranger walking through someone else's life. I boxed her things carefully, each folded sweater a tiny funeral, her favorite mug, the small cactus she always forgot to water, the Polaroid of us in Lisbon, smiling like betrayal didn't exist. By evening the apartment felt lighter. Not healed, just hollow, the kind of emptiness that doesn't hurt yet but promises to. Then the phone rang. It was Lily. Her voice trembled. "She's been calling me non-stop." "You scared, Alex? What did you say to her?" I hesitated. "Just the truth. She said you ended things." "I did. She said you told her not to come back." "Because she doesn't need to," I said quietly. "She already found where she belongs." There was a long silence. Then Lily whispered, almost regretfully, "Ryan's married." She didn't know until tonight. The words landed like a physical blow. For a moment I couldn't breathe. Betrayal looping back on betrayal. Emma's lie wasn't just hers. She'd been someone else's secret too. That night she texted again. "I made a mistake. Please can we talk? I never meant for this to happen." I stared at the message, thumb trembling over the keyboard. My chest ached with that cruel, familiar war. The part that wanted to protect her, and the part that wanted to let her burn. Finally I typed, "You wanted to explain everything on Monday. It's still Sunday." Then I turned off my phone. Outside, rain began to fall, soft at first, then relentless, washing the city clean while I sat in the dark, realizing some explanations don't deserve to be heard. Because sometimes silence is the only closure left.